Welcome grade 7 to next lesson, which is going to be about the skeletal and the muscular system. In the first lesson we have take a quick introduction about each system and its function. Today we're going to take the skeletal system. Okay, what's the skeletal system? We said last time that skeletal comes from the skeleton, comes from the word skeleton, and the skeleton is the bones inside all the body. So the system of bones is a skeletal system, and we said that it has many functions, and the main function was supporting the soft organs or supporting the internal organs, like the rib cage was protecting the heart and the lungs, and also the skull, it was protecting the brain, right? So the skeletal system is the system of bones, and its function is to support the body and to protect the internal organs, and the third function was to make the blood cells. As I said last time, that we have something in the skeletal system that called the bone marrow that produce the red blood cells. Okay, so the skeletal system has three functions. First, it's the system of bones. Okay, what is the three functions? What are the three functions? Number one, support the body or give us the shape of the body. Number two, protect the internal organs. Number three, it can form or produce the red blood cells, which means it's form the blood. Okay. The skeletal system will be divided into two parts: the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. The axial means inside, it's the endoskeleton. Endo means inside your body. The axial skeleton is the one that has the skull, the vertebrae, and the ribs. So the skull and the vertebrae and the ribs together making the axial skeleton, which support and protect the internal organs. While the appendicular, this is the exo, the appendicular includes the arm, the leg, and the shoulder, and the pelvis. So this is parts outside of the body margins. This is the appendicular, this is the exo, while the endo was the skull and the vertebrae and the ribs. This is inside. Okay, so we have axial part and appendicular part. Okay, do the bones have blood supply and nerve supply? Yes, of course, they has blood supply and nerve supply. Okay, first the bones are connected together. This bone is connected to the other parts, to the other bone through a thin strand, tough strand that's called ligament. So ligament is a tough and flexible strand that holds the bones together, that connect the bones together. So the bones are connected together through a tough strand that's called a ligament, and this ligament is tough and flexible, and it's made up of connective tissue that can be able to hold the bones together. So because it's gonna hold the bones together, it has to be tough, and also it has to be flexible to able to move the bones. Okay, we have another thing that's called cartilage. The cartilage is found here at the purple color. It's found at the end of the bone, and it's actually used, the cartilage is used at the end of the bones to make it smooth movement. So to be able to have a smooth movement, the cartilage has to be found at the end of the bones. So the cartilage is a strong, flexible, and smooth connective tissue that found at the end of the bones, and it allowed to move smoothly. We also have the cartilage in other parts of the body rather than at the end of the bones. We have it at the tip of your nose and your ears. They are soft and bendy and flexible because they contain only cartilage. Okay. So till now we had taken the function of the skeletal system and how they are connected together through the ligaments, and what's found at the end of the bones with it, which is cartilage. Okay. Next time we're gonna continue what are the bones is made up of and the joints. Thank you so much for listening, and hope you enjoy.